The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the December 30th. The terrific Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. And let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During the next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, hey, we've got you covered there too. Go ahead, let those fingers do the walking. That means go ahead, send me an email. Send it to Steve at TFNN.com. And inside the subject heading, if you would be kind enough to put radio show question, of course, in our Tiger's Den. Well, any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thursday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show right now. Let me get my screen out here. We can see that we've got a little bit of a mixed bag. The transport's off $3, basically flat. Otherwise, all the other U.S. indices that we track are trading to the upside. The Dow's up 38, S&P 7, NASDAQ 152, Russell's up 19. Semis are flat. Trannies, as I said, down about $3. You've got gold up $9, silver 22%. Light sweet crude's up 31 pennies out here, leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside. You've got Shopify, $31, 2.25%. Mercado Libre, $29, 2.25%. Booking Holdings, 32. Align Technologies, 16. To the downside, it's Biogen, BIIB off $19, 7.5%. Pool Corporation down $10 or 1.7%. Vector Group down $6 or 34%. Google's off $5. That's just a smidgen. And Moody's Corp down $5, 1.3% to the downside. So let's do this here. We'll come back to the markets. We do have two requests that are in. So let's get to those right now. The first request is to take a look at Brainstorm Cell Therapeutics. You know, if I read it slowly, I'll eventually get it. So as we take a look at this, you've got a nice move the last couple of days. Trade above the top of the daily profile, slightly bullish in structure, so that looks good. But price running right into resistance at 439. That's the top of the weekly profile. You'd like to see it close above 439 tomorrow to give an indication of some type of change in trend. If you did get that, then your next resistance point would be the $4.90 level. Now, $4.90 is going to be where your counter trend move should end, if this is just a counter trend move, because price was trading below the bottom of that bullish structured monthly profile. Counter trends will typically end at 490. So that's going to be a very key level for you to be watching. Let's in fact stay with the monthly, and let's just simply work our way back from a time standpoint. We'll start with the monthly, see what signals we have out here. What we also see is that the monthly oscillator and change line changed colors about 4 or 5 months ago. That tells us about a meetup of price and that level. That's at 460. I don't remember the top of the weekly profile. It was 459, 439. So there's your resistance zone, 439 to the 460 area. And then, of course, you've got that 490 to be watching out there. Back to the weekly time frame chart. What do we have? I've got a TD9 count bottom, price running into resistance. So that's that 439 area. To the daily time frame chart says you're about to hit a speed bump. That speed bump is bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Now, it's triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. So if you did get a bearish reversal candle, then you would have two topping signals. But the TD9 count pattern, folks, the high needs to occur on bar 8. That will be today. and bar 9 still has to complete. So not until bar 9 completes do we have a valid top. But at this stage here, you've got the what looks like we will see a TD9 count top that forms by tomorrow. That says the high should be in between today and Monday for that pattern. That would then suggest a retracement back to the 378 to 388 level. And that's what we see when we take a look at BCLI. So Dan, in the Tiger's Den, I hope that helps you out. Best of luck with the trade, and we're looking for that to get above that 439 level. The second request coming in from TKC. TKC wants to take a look at Gilead Sciences. GILD is the ticker symbol. So let's go take a look at it. You can see an A to B equals CD to the upside. I'm going to get rid of that for the moment. We can see that price is trading above the top of its daily profile. So very similar to BCLI. The last 3 trading sessions, that's bullish. It's trading above the top of its weekly profile and above the top of its bearish structured monthly profile. So with regard to a profile standpoint, boy, we like how Gilead Sciences is looking. On a weekly basis, price is taken on a swing point that had volume of 36 million. You're only at 13 million as we speak today, so you're taking it on with light volume, obviously during a light volume time period. Nonetheless, let's go look at Gilead, see what other signals we have. Well, it also wants to hit that timeout button. Now, it's got 2 topping signals in place here. One is a wave number 7. That is letter G. You don't get a confirmation of that until you see a higher low, a lower high. I'll eventually figure it out. Also, today is going to become bar number 9 of a TD9 count. Now, in the case of Gilead Sciences, that may just mean a pullback to the first level of support, which happens to be 2 levels of support, both the top of the daily profile and the oscillator and change line in the 72.83 level. If price were to close below those areas, then we'd be looking at a move back to support, which would be between 71.22 and 71.54. So TKC anticipate some type of at least short-term top. Could be more than that, but at least some kind of short-term top. Now, it's a beauty on the weekly, and that price is taking out its TD9 breakdown resistance level of 72.49. This is only going to be bar number 7, but it does look like the daily is saying you're going to have a little bit of a timeout. It just may be a short timeout. That we don't know. And on a monthly time frame, a close above, this would be nice, a close above 73.34 tomorrow, you're at 73.46, would be a breakout of its TD9 count. And so longer term, that looks good. So I'd have to say right now, longer term, Gilead looks good from the weekly, from the monthly. The daily just says expect a little bit of a timeout here. The question is, will support hold, that first level of support of 72.83? Well, we've got about 30 seconds before we go to breakout here. So we'll come to our caller when we get back from the break. In the meantime, there's a request to take a look at ticker symbol mRNA. And as we take a look at Moderna out here, we can see, let me get rid of a couple of things. We can see that Moderna is trading with inside its daily profile. Yesterday, the day before getting back to support, it's a bullish structured profile. Support being between 224.87 and 238.79. You're trading at 250.69 right now. So support is held. Perhaps this suggests a move up to the top of that daily profile, 266. Price also found support last month and this month at the top of its monthly profile, 231.39. So we get back from this breakout here. What we'll do is we will finish off, take a look at Moderna, mRNA, and then we're going to go to Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. We'll take a look at Palantir, one of his favorite stocks to look at, as well as Ride, Sally, Ride. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500-plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back. So we're looking at the weekly chart from Moderna. mRNA is a ticker symbol out here, and more likely than not, what it's suggesting to us, this is for S&P, I believe, S&P, looks more likely that what Moderna is doing is going to go target its breakout level at the 161.01 area. When I look at the monthly time frame chart, you've got a nice Rhodes momentum indicator top out here. Granted, price found support at 231.39. But that weekly chart is saying, I think I want to head lower. The daily time frame right now, price is just simply trading between breakout support, breakdown resistance. So it's trading between 230.20 and 318.79. So how are we going to know if price is actually going to move lower? Watch 230.29. If you see a close below that, odds favor that the weekly chart, which is suggested to move back to the 161.01 level, is likely to occur. So hope that helps you out, S&P. Thanks so much for the request. Let's go out to Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. Victor, thanks for holding. Thanks for calling. How are you today?
Good. Yeah, just
Excellent.
give me your synopsis on both of them. What do you think if we hit the TP9 bottom counter? What's going on?
Yeah, so in the case of Palantir right now, it is consolidating with inside its daily profile. Your real resistance zone is between the 1903 and 1925 level. I know for a fact that what Palantir has is a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern. That formed on December the 17th out here, so it's got a valid bottom. What it has been unable to do is take out significant resistance, 1925. Victor, if you see a close or 2 consecutive closes above 1925, then what Palantir is telling you is it wants to run higher. Your question should be run higher to where? From a profile standpoint, 2330 would be the target. But let's open up the white background charts out here, see if there's any additional information. So I've got 2 bottoms. I've got the Rhodes momentum indicator bottom and wave number 7. That's courtesy of Basil Chapman. The weekly time frame chart is suggesting to move up to 21.49. So if, in fact, you can get a close above 19.25, then your next battle is going to be about the 21.49 level. So any questions about Palantir?
No, that's good. Now give me Ride next.
Ride. So if we take a look at Ride, Sally Ride, let's get this on our black background charts out here. And ticker symbol, folks,
when you
obviously
look at
Ride.
your volume thing, does volume have anything to do with Palantir? It's like volume on the way up, or you don't look at volume?
Well, sure. Volume, volume is a metric. It is not the metric out there. Is there anything from a volume standpoint that I see that we should be aware of or concerned with? No. Right now, the battle is simply 19.25, and if you get 2 consecutive closes above that, then you go up to that weekly level, and if you close above that weekly level, then you're off to the races to the upside, which would be 23.30. So yeah, no volume metric.
Like this year's losers could be next year's winners, correct?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Very, very possible out there. But first, let it get through that resistance zone. With regard to Lordstown Motors out here, ticker symbol there is RIDE. Actually looks horrible.
It's a nice candle.
It looks horrible because it's below. It looks horrible because it's below daily, weekly, and monthly profile levels. But nonetheless, let's take a look at the daily time frame and the weekly and see what other signals we might have out here. So I don't see a bottom as we speak on the daily time frame, so nothing there. Let's move on to the weekly. If I take a look at the weekly chart for Lordstown Motors, if it were to generate a bullish reversal candle, we don't have that as we speak right now, then we would have some type of bottom to consider. So at this stage here, I'd be patient on this. No bottom in ticker symbol Ride. You do have one in Palantir. Watch that resistance level. And if you see some movement inside of Ride, then give me a call back. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks. Have a good New Year.
Bet. You bet. Thanks for calling. That was Victor in Paramus, New Jersey, and happy New Year to you, Victor. We've got a request inside the Tiger's Den, another one, and that is to take a look at, let me see, where VST is the ticker symbol. So let's go see what VST actually is out there, and that is a Vistra Corp. Vistra Corp right now formed a new daily profile a few days ago, and that profile is below price. That is a bullish signal. Who asked for that? That was zippity-doo-dah. So that looks pretty good. Price above the top of the weekly profile, that looks pretty good, and price is trying to get back inside its monthly profile. So close tomorrow above 21.99 would be helpful to you. But let's go take a look at VST. Let's start by looking at the daily time frame to see if there was any other kind of signals out there, top or otherwise. And as we look at that daily time frame, looks like what we do have out here. Where is that low? Let me come back to this chart. It looks like we do have a completed sell the D point. So let me just come back. It's easier to draw the A to B equals CD pattern in on the daily chart. So we're going to go check for that first. The A point is going to be the low from September 29th. The B point here has to be the high for the trading day or the trading day of November 5th. And the C point out here. Well, hold on. Wait a minute, Steve-O. That's not correct. Hold on. Let me see here. That high is 2010. I'd like to do this thing accurately for you. 2011. So let's restart this. So we're going to restart the A to B equals CD pattern. And the A point down here is still going to be the same, the low of September 29th. The B point is going to be the high from the trading session of November 1st. Price pulls back into support. That's a trading session. That's the bottom of the profile. And that's a trading session of November 4th. So basically, this hit the 1-to-1 level, created a little dark cloud cover candle. So we've got kind of an interesting message here. We have both a bullish and a bearish message. So what does that mean? It means it's neutral. So if you're in this, stay in this because price hasn't taken out its green oscillator and change line. Did close below it yesterday. It's back above it today. You've got the valid topping signal out there. So you're really neutral. Now, if price can take out that high being the trading day of December 23rd, and the high is 22.49, you won't have to worry about that topping signal, and you'll be off to the races. Where will the races take us? Well, let's look at the weekly time frame chart. The weekly time frame chart says it takes us back to the trading week of February 26th. That is a high of about 24.20. The monthly time frame chart we mentioned is trying to regain its profile levels out there. I don't see anything else of significance as we speak right now. So back to VST. You've got a valid sell the D point pattern. Key support is held thus far. Not until key support fails would you want to bail. And if you did bail, you're looking for the next level of support about 2146. Below that, you're looking at 2064 to 2085. So hope that helps you out. That was for, I believe, Zippity-doo-dah in our Tiger's Den. Let me check the request line. That's the email request line. See if anything has come in so far. And the answer is, yeah, there are a couple. Oh, Nancy is right in. And Happy New Year to you as well. It's almost Happy New Year. Apple has been holding up fairly well. So let me get Apple up on the screen. This is Nancy's favorite stock out there. Of course, it's many people's favorite stock. So we're going to go take a look at Apple, and then we're going to read her full question. No, we can't see Apple trading right in resistance at the top of its daily profile. So the question is, could you give an update on Apple, please, for the next week? You're in the January 22nd, 170 calls in and out, day trading, and so far so good. Perfect. And, so you're in Morton, Washington. And yes, you've got snow. No doubt about that. Okay, so Apple. As we take a look at Apple out here, what do we know? We know the price is well above the top of monthly profile. We haven't seen a monthly profile since November of 2020. Wow, a whole year. But price is right now trying to take out its daily top of its profile, Nancy. That level to be watching is 178.66. That's a battle. The top of the daily is also a battleground, and that's at the 179.89 level. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back to finish looking at Apple for Nancy in Washington.
Are you having fun trading the markets but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading markets and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at Apple. And this is for Nancy in Washington. And looking at the charts during that break, it looks like we're getting ready to make apple sauce. Not because we're coming into New Year's Eve, but because of the TD9 count top. So on a daily time frame, Apple still has a TD9 count top. And it also today may form a Rhodes momentum indicator topping pattern out there. So just says be careful. Now, if price were to close above the high of December 13th, 182.13, it would negate those tops. So the daily time frame has a sell signal, and price right now trading just below its green oscillator and change line. Targets to the downside, Nancy, 175.41, 170.93, and then finally 157.80. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, also a TD9 count top. The first level of support is going to be that oscillator and change line in the 168 and change level. And below that, you're looking at 150.95 and 143.16. The monthly chart, as we take a look at it, it is in wave number 7. That is letter G. Now, you need a lower high next month to confirm that, but we have three topping patterns, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, which has not been confirmed. The others have. So it looks to me like as we come into the new year, Apple is getting ready to make some apple sauce. And that means headed to the downside out there. Now, that'll be interesting. Because if Apple starts heading to the downside, you could see that NASDAQ slide precipitously to the downside as well. Let's go to our next request. This one coming in from Eddie in Boca. So Eddie says, I've noticed, especially today, that your loser stocks are all going higher as the year ends. Good for you. We like to hear that. Is this a harbinger of something good or bad coming down the road? First, I don't know what your stocks are and what their actual signals mean and what they're doing, so I really can't reply to that. Do I think it's a harbinger of... No, I just look at the charts and the patterns, and I've shared with you, not just you, Eddie. I'm referring to you, as everybody out there. I think everybody kind of knows how... Not kind of. Everybody knows how I feel about 2022. Is that correct? Is there anybody in the listening audience that does not know how I feel about 2022 and what it is that we're anticipating? Whether it comes to fruition or not, we're just simply going to watch those support levels. But apple sauce is really what Stevie's expecting in 2022. And it could last for quite some time out there. So the charts, Eddie, what they're signaling to me is really what it is that I go from. And I can't really respond to your specific stocks out there and so forth. So is the bear market over and all the stocks that have retraced? Again, I don't know. You got to take a look at support and the patterns that are trading out there. So I apologize not being able to be of help to you, but just trying to bring it back to the way that I would look at it is just go look at the indices and see what their signals are. And that's really generating the message of the markets out there. So let's go to the next question out here. This one coming in from Joe. Joe says, can we take a look at Tilray? Absolutely. In fact, I've been looking at Tilray here on and off for the last week or so. Why has Stevie been looking at Tilray for the last week or so? The reason is, I'll show you the reason. And, of course, I made this mistake once before, and I try not to make my mistakes more than just once out there. I try. I have made a couple that have been doozies that have been more than just once. But in the case of Tilray, the reason why I was looking at it was because when I take a look at the ETF that Tilray is within, which is the MJ, the Alternative Harvest, this generated a nice Rhodes Momentum Indicator pattern a little over a week ago. However, when you take a look at the components inside here, there's only a few handful that are really pot stocks like Tilray. And so, I wanted to take a look at actually Tilray specifically. And so let's do that right here. It hasn't traded enough probably. So I'm just going to we'll go back to the daily. Oops, TLRY. Now, my recollection is Tilray does not have a bottom signal in it, and so therefore Stevie's not long. But let's come back now. Let's see what today's activity shows. So right now you're trading below the bottom of the daily, you're below the bottom of the weekly, you're below the bottom of the monthly charts out there. From a profile standpoint, basically Tilray looks miserable. But let's come take a look at actually today, though. Interesting, Joe, that you ask, because now we take a look at today. This has some potential. And that potential is that this has triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Did that 2 days ago. And right now, today, you've got a bullish engulfing candle. And if price can get inside that daily profile, so let's come back to that daily profile out here. It's easier in the black background chart. That means a close above $7.49. And you're at $7.46. That at least suggests a move, Joe, to 801 to 836. And if price were to close above 836, that tells us about a change in trend. Now, that change in trend would say I'm going to go make a run for 1040, the bottom of the weekly profile out there. So that's on the daily. Let me now do this here. We're going to go take a little extra time, TLRY, and I'm going to pull over the weekly and the monthly chart, because ideally, when the daily is making a bottoming pattern, you'd like to see some kind of bottom on the weekly as well. So in the case of Tilray, do we have any kind of signal whatsoever? And the answer is, we don't. Do you have to have that? No, you don't have to have that, but you would like that on the wall, and it is not on that wall. The monthly time frame chart, not enough information there to generate a signal. So your specific question is, can you take a look at Tilray? Did we make a bottom yesterday? You have the potential for that. You very much have the potential for that. So if you're looking to play that, if we maintain this bullish engulfing candle today, the issue becomes the bottom of that daily profile. Do you take that trade now? You could, and your stop would be below yesterday's low. If you get a close below yesterday's low, then you exit this trade. That Rhodes momentum indicator signal is not going to work. Otherwise, prepare for battle. At 801 to 836, and above that, then you're looking to move to 975. So good spotting there, Joe. Joe is our bottom picker of the day so far. But, of course, we're looking for Tilray to prove that point to us, and that proof would be a close just a few pennies above where we're trading. That's at above $7.49. So thanks much for writing in. We've got a couple of other questions that have come in. I don't want to inside the Tiger's Den, so I don't want to get beyond those. I believe one was to take a look at, where was it? Hold on. Let me see here. Somebody's talking about Playboys. Let's see. What did Dan? Let's see. Where? Yeah, run SGBX. So we've got requesting SGBX out there. That is SG Blocks Inc. Trading right now into the bottom of its daily profile, which is at $2 even Steven. Trading inside its weekly profile resistance at 234. Let me get this fired up on my white background charts, SGBX, see what it communicates to us. So SBGX, let's pull this over here. Again, we're looking for some type of bottom signal. Do we have it? So what we do have is this has got a TD9 count bottom. That TD9 count bottom confirmed on December 6th. Price has just been trading sideways since then, so it's not like this is a winner chicken dinner out here. But I really think you need to get this to close above $2 out there. They then give you the opportunity to run to $2.12, $2.29, and finally your big battle should be at the $2.47 area. If price can close above that, then SGBX would be looking pretty good. So it's got the makings of a potential bottom. It's just not getting help, for example, from the weekly time frame chart. Now, unfortunately, what you'd really like to see take place by tomorrow is a spike below 188. The low so far this week has been 189. Oh, man. You'd like to see a spike below 188. Then you'd have a TD9 count bottom signal on the weekly to match your TD9 count bottom signal on the daily. That's ticker symbol SGBX. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Folks, let's go out to Martinez, California and speak with Brent. Hey, Brent, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you, Steve.
Thank you very much. So Goldilocks is how you want to close out the year out here. Tell me what you're looking at, how I can best help you.
Before I get to that, I just wanted to give a big old thanks for there's so many times I've called you, and you've been a big help, and I, of course, really appreciate that.
Well, thank you for listening to the show. Thank you for calling, quite frankly. So back at you on that one. And you're welcome.
Yeah, I was calling about the actual, gold symbol.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Barrett gold, but I'm sure you'll want to look at gold itself. They do have a correlation.
Okay. Well, look, I tell you what. Let's do that because I did put the actual gold contract up on my screen out here. So I'll share with you perhaps an interesting chart that took place today inside of gold. So one of the things that we talk about, so what gold has done is a couple days ago formed a TD9 count top. So remember, folks, any kind of topping signal, we use the TD9 counts as one. We use Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. We use the Chapman wave number 7. We use a sell the D point. Whenever you get a topping pattern, whatever pattern it is that you might be trading, then you're looking at all that signals is price going to go back and test support. Well, in the case of gold, it really had two support levels. One was the top of the daily profile. That was tested and held yesterday. The other is the oscillator and change line. Now, what happened overnight is the oscillator and change line changed from green or red to green. When that happens, one that tells us the price oscillator, that's the difference between two exponential moving averages, the 19 and the 39 period, tells us the price oscillator is above zero. What we typically see is price test that level. Today is a test and rejection of that. That is a bullish outcome. Now, we have a bullish outcome there, but we still have an existing top in place. So in order for gold to really get its mojo, so the signal here for gold on a daily time frame is neutral. So to the extent, Brent, that's going to help you out as we go take a look at Goldilocks, know that you've got a neutral signal. It would be anything but neutral if we could see a close of 1821.60. That does not have to happen today. But if we do get that, that suggests a ride to 1875.90. Brent, as long as I've got the daily chart up here for gold, any questions about this chart and what we're looking at?
No, that's great. I am long Barrick. I've had some success actually getting bought into GFI and AU near their lows. I was surprised that it hadn't acted as well as some of the others, and even with those moves that those two had made, it was still lagging. So I'm taking a shot with that one as well. But no, that's I appreciate that. Chart looks good. That's very helpful to see that.
Perfect. Okay, so now let's go to Barrick Gold's charts out here. I've got some lines. Let me try to get rid of these things here, just so they don't confuse us at all. I don't know what those were referring to. Probably some swing points. So as we take a look at Barrick Gold, and I want to get this going on my white background charts, we can see that price is trading above right now today the top of its daily profile. The top, Brent, is 1845. We're trading 1872. Assuming that price closes above 1845 today and tomorrow, that signals a move up to 1904. 1904 is the top of the weekly profile. If price can clear 1904, then that suggests a move to 2379. 2379 is the bottom of the monthly profile. Before I switch from this panel of charts to our white background, Brent, any questions about the profile levels or what we've discussed here?
No, that looks good. Thank you, Steve.
Okay, perfect. So now let's get to those white background charts out here. On the white background charts, do I have anything to assist us on the daily time frame? And the answer is I don't. I don't have anything bearish. Everything here looks pretty good. So it's really that daily profile level that you're watching here, 1845. Now, on a daily time frame, this suggests that what price wants to do is make a move to 2099. That's a TD9 breakdown level. The weekly time frame chart actually 2 weeks ago confirmed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. It was a key reversal bar, the week that began December 17th. The high and low of that bar, of the prior bar, was exceeded. So now you've got a bottoming pattern, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom pattern on the weekly time frame, suggests a move to 1904. A close above 1904 will suggest a move up to 2230. That's a TD9 breakdown level for the weekly time frame chart. And on the monthly chart out here, I don't have anything to assist us. So the daily and the weekly look good. Any additional information that I can provide to you?
I guess the only thing that I did notice is that at least on those two charts, it's above the OUL, but it is red, and so at some point, I guess if it continues moving up like it's starting to do, that will eventually change to green, and there will probably be some kind of test once that happens.
Yes. Yeah, but what I just have to see, we don't know is what that test might look like. Could it be simply something like we just saw today in gold? You get it to change on this day, and then you get that test immediately, which is a nice bullish test. But that doesn't mean we have to ignore where we've got resistance, nor will we ignore the resistance inside of Barrick Gold, which right now looks like 1904 is going to be your next battleground area out there, Brent. And that's, again, the top of the weekly profile.
All right, thank you so much, Steve. Wish you and your family a happy new year and all the best to you. And again, thanks so much for all your help.
You're welcome, and thank you for all the calls that you make. You make me doing the show so much easier. So thanks so much for doing that, Brent, and you have a happy new year as well. Now let's go out to Fort Collins, Colorado, to another caller, and that is going to be Mark. And Mark, I appreciate your calls during the year as well. So happy new year to you. Thanks for calling, and thanks for holding. How are you?
Happy new year. That's nice to be a subscriber, and you've helped me out a lot this year, so I appreciate it.
Well, my pleasure.
We've talked about DraftKings before, and it came back and tested its low again yesterday, at least a recent low, and wondering what your thoughts are right now. I'm still in at around 27.50. I was sweating a little bit yesterday, but it didn't take out the low, and it had lighter volume, so let me know what you think.
Yeah, it did. So in the case of DraftKings, from a profile standpoint, the only profile that's going to assist us is the daily time frame. And the issue with regard to DraftKings is that what it needs to really do is clear the center of its bullish structured profile. And that's at the 3111 area. And the reason why it needs to clear that is because that would be where, we don't know, but that would be where if there's just a counter trend move to the upside, that's where it would fail. And we can see that, and the reason is, again, folks, is when you close below a bullish structured profile is nothing more than the center being much closer to the bottom than it is to the top. And in this case, and the reason is because at the center is where we have both buyers and sellers. So buyers and sellers believe that DraftKings is fairly valued at $31.11, but that's assuming that price is trading within $29.29 to $33.84. It's not doing that. So when you trade below it, where if it's just a counter trend move, it's 31.11. So 31.11 is going to be your key area. Now, yesterday price did pull back to test that swing point area. It didn't actually get down to test the bottom of the December 17th low, which was 25.80. Now, that had volume of 23 million shares, and yesterday you pulled back with 15 million shares. So that's certainly the type of light volume test that you wanted to see to say, okay, I'm not ready to bust it to the downside. DraftKings does still have a valid Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom. That was confirmed on December 17th. You're getting a second confirmation today with that bullish engulfing candle. So again, this looks to me like market's going to go make a run for that recent swing point of December 22nd out there. That gets us towards that 31.11 area. I see we're just about to go to a commercial here. Can you hold on, Mark, through the commercial? We'll come back. I want to make sure that I've answered all of your questions out there, and yes, I'll just tool around and see if I can find anything else. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are you looking for secured investment which pays you on a monthly basis? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be the program for you. The best rate on a 5-year CD in the country right now, according to Bankrate.com, is paying 1% per year or $1,000 per $100,000 invested. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly, on secured, high-value, buildable properties in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment is for 4 years, paying 7% per year or $7,000 per $100,000 invested. Your investment is secured by high-value real estate in St. Petersburg, Florida. Your investment can be anywhere from $100,000 to $500,000. Do you want to make $1,000 per year on $100,000 invested or $7,000 per year on a secured Tiger First mortgage? The Tiger First Mortgage Program may be just the program for you. The Tiger First Mortgage Program pays 7% per year, paid monthly. For more information, you can call 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. We're looking at DraftKings, ticker symbol DKNG, with Mark in Fort Collins, Colorado. And Mark, I wish that right now this were tomorrow at 4 o'clock and this were the close. And not because it's New Year's Eve and you and I could go raid the adult bar area, but because you'd have a bullish hammer candle completing a Gartley buy pattern for the weekly time frame. So right now you've got a hammer candle. You can see the 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. It's a little bit beyond that, but that's okay. So I would say if you get a bullish reversal candle come the end of tomorrow, then you've got both a bottom on the weekly, a bottom on the monthly, and and that's really what you like to see out there. So don't know what the candle's going to look like tomorrow, but I'm in your camp hoping for some type of bullish reversal candle. Right now, the hammer would be the ultimate. Any questions about that or anything else that I can assist you with?
No, I've got a couple others that I want to look at, but I know you're near the end of the show. And are you around tomorrow?
Yeah, I am. I'll be doing the show tomorrow. What's one of them for you? As long as we've got about a minute.
HUT. It tracks. It's a Bitcoin miner, and it tracks pretty closely with Bitcoin.
I see that. Okay. So in the case of HUT, at least on the black background charts, we can get to those. I'm going to try to get this up on. Yeah, I can get it on the white background as well. So right now, price is trading below the bottom of its bullish structured daily profile. Not great. Trading below the bottom of its bullish structured weekly profile. Not great. Back inside the monthly. Let me pull over HUT. We can take a look at the daily time frame. Do we have any kind of signals out here? So I don't have a signal of a bottom on the daily time frame. Let me check the weekly. On the weekly chart, I don't have a signal of a bottom there either. So at this stage, the only thing I've got is on the monthly. Price found support at about 792. That's the monthly oscillator on change line. Other than that, price looks like it may want to get back to its breakout level for its daily time frame mark, and that's at the $6.31 level. I would change that view if there was a close above 821. So 821, watch that. If not, looks like we go to 631. Okay?
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And I will be here tomorrow, so give me a call back then as well if you'd like. Folks, stay tuned. We've got some great programming for you. I will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock sharp out there. So have a terrific Thursday, a fantastic Friday if you're off to start your holiday. Have a happy New Year.